If you don't like math, you might want to leave the room on this next one. I want to talk about the problem we have with jobs, or our lack of jobs. A classic example was laid at my feet a couple months ago when Hostess, a big bakery company that makes all these little goodies, threatened to go out of business if the people employed by Hostess didn't take a cut. The people that worked for Hostess had no idea what they really cost the company, because all the taxes and charges that the company must pay to support an employee are not shown in your paycheck. Anyone in the United States who has a job, salary job or hourly job, does not have any idea what he costs his employer, because those taxes and everything are hidden from him. The first thing I think we should do is change that, so each one of us knows exactly what we cost our employer. Because without that knowledge, we really are in the dark when we stand out front with a picket sign saying, "I want more money," and on the other hand, the employer has his hands tied when he's trying to explain, while you only take home $250, it's really costing him almost $500 to keep you. He can't do it because you don't see the numbers. You won't understand what he's saying. That's number one, and I want to show you an example of that. All right, here's the first step in righting a wrong. This would be a manufacturing payroll. The employee thinks he gets $350 a week. That's what his paycheck is. And they take out federal, state, local withholding and his share of Social Security. Brings it down to $273. We all see this. We're all used to this. This is common knowledge. No problem. But is it the truth? Does his employer really pay him $350? He gets a 2-week vacation. He gets health care. He gets workers' comp if he gets hurt. He gets his employee pays a share of his Social Security. So when he gets old like me, he has some Social Security. This is a state-fed unemployment. If he loses his job or he gets laid off temporarily, he gets some unemployment. So the actual cost to the employer is $465. Why can't the employee know this? I was always taught as a child that a partial truth is a lie. If this is all you know down here, you don't know squat. If your employee also gives you other benefits and you don't know this, you may think and get bitter that you're really underpaid. The interesting thing about what we've just seen is that while the employee doesn't know what he really costs the company, he only knows what he sees on his pay stub. Management and unions actually do know. And that's why the Hostess unions didn't jump in and buy Hostess to keep it going. They easily could have with their massive retirement funds. But they knew that the Hostess employee who thought he was making $10 or $12 an hour was probably making closer to $15 to $18 an hour in reality. And therefore, keeping the company going with people making even more was not feasible. And that's why the company was let go into bankruptcy by everyone. You know how movie makers are always looking for a villain? When I was a boy, it was the Indians. We grew up and it became monsters from outer space. And then it was the government, Richard Nixon's paranoia. They're always looking for a manufactured enemy. Well, politicians do the same thing. That's how they protect their little fannies. By blaming everyone else, they don't get blamed. And I think that should end. What I've just discussed is a cornerstone of making labor, the workers, hate the managers. By preventing the workers knowing what he truly costs management, it's easy to inflame the worker as to how little he's paid. If we want to solve our problems and cut out this crap, we've got to change the payroll stub so it reflects the true cost of labor. Think about it. Look at your stub. Talk to your boss. See what you really cost his company and get him thinking in terms of telling you the truth.